परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य सतसुत श्रीमद ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की नामाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की मायापुर द्वीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगमय की मूमय की तुलसी महाराज की शिला प्रभुपाद शिष्य प्रोग्राम की श्री श्री राधारास बिहारी लता की श्री श्री सीताराम मुसलमान की श्री श्री गौरताई की शिला प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की ऑल ग्लोरीज टू assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Mudreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistiki. फेसबुक लाइव करें हाँ वो उन्नति को शेयर किए शी इज इन द ग्रुप आई थिंक बट स्टिल यू कैन शेयर
share the link.
Yeah. You are not in the group? You are added actually. RRD group.
In the WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's no Facebook?
No. Link. You can share that link. Did you share it on the
RRDP group?
You change the chair. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 1, Text number 3. Nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalaṁ
nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalaṁ
śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam
śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam
pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ
pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam
muhur rasikā bhuvi bhāvukāḥ
rasikā bhuvi bhāvukāḥ
nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalaṁ
nigama-kalpa-taror relish phalaṁ
śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ muhur rasikā bhuvi bhāvukāḥ. Somebody can repeat?
nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalaṁ śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ muhur rasikā bhuvi bhāvukāḥ.
Ladies?
nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalaṁ
galitaṁ phalaṁ
śuka-mukhād pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ muhur rasikā bhuvi bhāvukāḥ.
nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalam śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ muhur rasikā bhuvi bhāvukāḥ.
Anybody else?
nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalam śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ muhur rasikā bhuvi bhāvukāḥ.
Chant.
nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalam śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ muhur rasikā bhuvi bhāvukāḥ.
nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalaṁ bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ rasikā bhuvi bhāvukāḥ.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literature. It emanated from the lips of Sri Sukadeva Gosvami. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful, although its nectarean juice was already relishable for all, including liberated souls. Purport. So each one can read one paragraph. Start.
In the two verses, shlokas, it has been definitely proved that the Srimad Bhagavatam is the sublime literature which surpasses all other Vedic literatures due to its transcendental qualities. It is transcendental to all mundane activities and mundane knowledge. In this shloka, it is stated that Srimad Bhagavatam is not only a superior literature, but it is the ripened fruit of all Vedic literatures. In other words, it is the cream of all Vedic knowledge. Considering all this, patient and submissive hearing is definitely essential. With great respect and attention, one should receive the message and lessons imparted by the Srimad Bhagavatam.
The Vedas are compared to the desire tree because they contain all things knowable by man. They deal with mundane necessities as well as spiritual realization. The Vedas contain regulative principles of knowledge covering social, political, religious, economic, military, medicinal, chemical, physical and metaphysical subject matter, and all that may be necessary to keep the body and the soul together. Above and beyond all these are specific directions for spiritual realization. Regulative knowledge involves a gradual rising of the living entity to the spiritual platform, and the highest spiritual realization is knowledge that the personality of Godhead is the reservoir of all the spiritual tastes or rasas.
Every living entity, beginning from Brahma, the first born living being within the material world, down to the dissemination and desires a relish, some sort of taste derived from sense perception. These sensual pleasures are technically called rasas. Such rasas are different varieties. In the revealed scripture, the following 12 varieties of rasas are enumerated. Rudra anger, Avadhuta, Adhuta, wonder,
Shringara.
Shringar, Asya, Amedi, Veera,
Chivalry.
Daya, mercy, Dasya, Sarve, courtship, Sakya, fertility, Bhayanaka, horror, Vibhasha, shock, Santa, utility, Vassala, parenthood.
Ladies,
The sum total of all these rasas is called affection or love. Primarily, such signs of the love are manifested in adoration, service, friendship, parental affection, and conjugal love. And when these five are absent, love is present directly in anger, wonder, comedy, chivalry, fear, shock, and so on. For example, when a man is in love with a woman, the rasa is called conjugal love. But when such love affairs are disturbed, there may be wonder, anger, shock, or even horror. Sometimes love affairs between two persons culminate in the ghastly murder scenes. Such rasas are displayed between man, and between animal and animal. There is no possibility of an exchange or rasa between a man and an animal, or between a man and any other species of living being within this material world. The rasas are exchanged between members of the same species, but as far as the spirit soul are concerned, they are one quantity with the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the rasas were originally exchanged between the spiritual living being and the spiritual whole. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, the spiritual exchange of rasa, is fully exhibited in spiritual existence between living beings and the Supreme Lord.
next.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead is therefore described in the Shruti mantras, Vedic hymns as the fountainhead of all rasas. When one associates with the Supreme Lord and exchanges one's constitutional rasa with the Lord, then the living being is actually happy.
Next.
These Shruti mantras indicate that every living being has its constitutional position, which is endowed with a particular type of primary rasa is experienced in full. In the material existence, the rasa is experienced in the perverted form, which is temporary, and thus the rasas of the material world are exhibited in the material form of raudra, anger, and so on.
Therefore, one who attains full knowledge of these different rasas, which are the basic principles of activities, can understand the false representations of the original rasas which are reflected in the material world. The learned scholar seeks to relish the real rasa in the spiritual form. In the beginning, he desires to become one with the Supreme. Thus, less intelligent transcendentalists cannot go beyond this conception of becoming one with the spirit whole, without knowing of the different rasas.
In this shloka, it is stated that spiritual rasa, which is relished even in the liberated stage, can be experienced in the literature of the Srimad Bhagavatam due to its being deriving from all Vedic knowledge. By submissively hearing this transcendental literature, one can attain the full pleasure of his heart's desire. But one must be very careful to know the message from the right source. Srimad Bhagavatam is exactly received from the right source. It was brought by Narada Muni from the spiritual world and given to his disciple Sri Sukadeva. The latter in turn delivered the message to his son Sri Sukadeva Gosvami, and Sri Sukadeva Gosvami delivered the message to Maharaj Parikshit just 7 days before the king's death. Sri Sukadeva Gosvami was a liberated soul from his very birth. He was liberated even in the womb of his mother, and he did not undergo any sort of spiritual training after his birth. At birth, no one is qualified, neither in the mundane nor in the spiritual sense. But Sri Sukadeva Goswami, due to his being a perfectly liberated soul, did not have to undergo an evolutionary process for spiritual realization. Yet, despite his being a completely liberated person, situated in the transcendental position above the three material modes, he was attracted to this transcendental rasa of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is adored by liberated souls who sing Vedic hymns. The Supreme Lord's pastimes are more attractive to liberated souls than to mundane people. He is of necessity not impersonal because it is only possible to carry on transcendental rasa of the person.
In the Srimad Bhagavatam, the transcendental pastime of the Lord are narrated, and the narration is systematically depicted by Sri Sukadeva Goswami. Thus, the subject matter is appealing to all cases of person, including those who seek liberation and those who seek to become one with the Supreme Home.
In the Sanskrit, the parrot is called as known as the śuka. When a repeated fruit is cut by the red base of such bird, it's a sweet flavor intense. The Vedic fruit, which is the mature and rich in the knowledge, is spoken through the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami, who is compared to the parrot, not for his ability to recite the Bhagavatam exactly as they hear it from his learned father, but for his ability to present the work in a manner that would appeal to all the classes of men.
The subject matter is so presented in the lips of Sri Sukadeva Goswami that any sincere listener that hears submissively can at once relish the incidental taste which are distinct from the perverted taste of the material world. The ripened fruit is not dropped all of a sudden from the highest mandate of Krishna. Rather, it has come down carefully through the chain of disciplined succession without change or disturbance. Foolish people who are not in the transcendental discipline succession commit great blunders by trying to understand the highest transcendental through known as rasa dance without following the steps of the Sukadeva Goswami, who presents this book very carefully by stages of transcendental realization. One should be intelligent enough to know the position of Srimad Bhagavatam by considering personality like Sukadeva Goswami, who deals with the subject so carefully. This process of disciplic succession of the different Bhagavatas will suggest that in the future also, Srimad Bhagavatam has to be understood from a person who is actually a representative of Sri Sukadeva Goswami. A professional man who makes a business out of reciting the Bhagavatam illegally is certainly not a representative of Sukadeva Goswami. Such man's business is only to earn his livelihood. Therefore, one should refrain from hearing the lectures of such professional men. Such men usually misunderstood by the foolish class of men. Some of them take this to be ignored, while others try to cover it by their own stupid interpretations. They have no desire to follow in the steps of Sri Sukadeva Gosvami.
One should conclude, therefore, that the serious student of the rasa should receive the message of Bhagavatam in the chain of disciplic succession from Sri Sukadeva Gosvami, who describes the Bhagavatam from its very beginning, not whimsically to satisfy the mundaner who has very little knowledge in transcendental science. Srimad Bhagavatam is so carefully presented that a sincere and serious person can at once enjoy the ripened fruit of Vedic knowledge simply by drinking the nectarean juice through the mouth of Sukadeva Goswami or his bona fide representative.
There is one boy, he is opening the door, listening, he is going. Call him if he wants to sit or tell him not to do that. Black t-shirt. Om Ajnanatimidasya Jnananjana-salakaya Chakshurmilitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya-mano-bhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa-Mahyam Tadatasma Sadanandam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutam-padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Svagana Vimnathamitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Vijayasaitam Vishishtachaitanya-devam Shri Radha Krishna Bala Sarvana Nitya Shri Shaka-mukhād He Krishna Gopala Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Taptakanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanusde Devi Pranamami Haripriye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhyaeva Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaurabhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming at the odd time. So, last week we have discussed about the first week, the first verse describes about the glories of glories of Follow? Absolute truth. Second verse describes the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now third verse we are describing the glories of sweetness of Srimad Bhagavatam and Param Satyam, Shri Krishna. Okay? So last week, what are the qualities of Srimad Bhagavatam? Anybody can recount?
Srimad Bhagavatam rejects Kaitava Dharma. It gives prema. And then eligibility is he should be free from envy.
Yeah?
It uproots the threefold miseries. And then by reading Bhagavatam we get Krishna Prema. And Krishna Prema attracts Krishna. So he enters our heart and then get arrested.
He gets arrested. Anyone else? Huh?
Develops the quality of tolerance in the devotees.
Yeah. Anyone else? Any other point?
Nature is all auspicious.
Yes. Yes. Then?
Extremely empty.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Krishna is greater. Krishna is greater and destroyer.
No, that is the first verse.
Even if we read without faith, we will get the faith and get Krishna.
Yeah.
Srimad Bhagavatam is compared as the lamp which
What are the 5 comparisons? You can tell? One. She will tell.
The lamp,
Yeah.
sun, incarnation of Sri Krishna is compared like to all the 5 things that we Ganga and all of that, and then to mango and to mohini.
Two?
Mango and
Mohini? Yeah. 4 steps to remember? एक बताओ. Yeah. बोलिए. Nididhyasana. What is Nididhyasana? Yeah. Very good. If you want initiation, you have to attend classes.
Yeah, so sorry.
Huh?
Actually, I'm getting free very late, Prabhu. So sorry.
Then initiation also will be. Right? Anybody who wants to take initiation? They have to attend classes regularly, okay? Otherwise, that is one of the conditions, right? But once in a week, you should attend the satsang, chant 16 rounds. Okay. So, coming to this verse, nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalaṁ. Right? I'll explain the meaning first. Nigama means Vedas. Vedas. So, kalpa-taror means wish-fulfilling tree. Right? So, this kalpa-taror is such a beautiful tree that whatever desire you have, it will be fulfilled. But Srimad Bhagavatam is such a, this kalpa-taror, the difference between kalpa-taror and Srimad Bhagavatam is, Bhagavatam is compared to ripened fruit. Right? So this kalpa-taror is we whatever we desire, we that is fulfilled. But the difference between Krishna and kalpa-taror is that whatever desire you ask from this kalpa-taror, it will be fulfilled. But the beauty of Krishna is that even if you don't ask also, Krishna will fulfill that desire. So that is, and then nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalaṁ. So the Srimad Bhagavatam is compared to ripened fruit of Vedic tree. Right? Ripened fruit of Vedic tree. Srila Prabhupada said here it is said, here it did not say that it is a mango fruit, but actually Prabhupada said this is a mango fruit. Why? Because the mango is the king of all fruits. Right? So Prabhupada's favorite fruit is mango. So once what was it? Govindasi Mataji, so at that time, there was a competition how to bring Prabhupada, to various places. It's too much. Various places. Then Govindasi Mataji wrote a letter to Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, come to Hawaii. Very nice mangoes are available. Not getting. But Prabhupada went hoping that he will get mangoes, but actually there were no mangoes. Why? Prabhupada said, there is no material sense gratification in anywhere in this world. But if at all, if there is any sense gratification, that is in Hawaii. Right? He said, heaven on earth. This is also heaven on earth only. So Prabhupada used to like especially Hawaii weather and mangoes of Hawaii. But in America, the mangoes that they get, the mangoes that we get here, there is a lot of difference in Ratnagiri, Alfonso, or like that. So, this mango fruit is a ripened fruit. Ripened fruit. So that means Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in this regard, he says, hello, Aja.
Actually, he's looking for AC. I spoke to him.
So tell him to sit down.
I told him.
You can't do that, you know.
I told him. Explain to him.
So he says that this mango has no skin, no seeds, and no objectionable content. It's just ready to eat, right? Sometimes it is said that when you go to meet a sadhu and a deity, take darshan of the deity, you should not go with empty hands. So bring something like that. So sometimes some devotees, they bring pineapple. Right? I tell, कौन काटेगा, काट के देगा मेरे को. It is such a difficult, right? So bring me some kela or something, mangoes, where it's easy to eat. Mangoes, in Andhra, we don't cut. We don't cut if you cut the mangoes and eat, there is no maja, Right? You have to suck it. So that's just wash it and then clean, eat it. Like that. So that is the here nigama-kalpa-taror galitaṁ phalaṁ Sri śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam. Right? śuka-mukhād. So such a beautiful poetry here, Sukha means Sukadeva Gosvami. Another meaning of Sukha is parrot. Right? The mango which is ripened on the tree, when it is pricked by a parrot, it becomes more sweeter. Another example given is that because it is very sweet, parrot pricks it. That is also one meaning. You understand? Because it is very, very sweet, that is why parrot pricks it. Or because it is pricked by the parrot, it is become sweet. Pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ. So they are saying, please drink it. Rasam ālayaṁ. Rasam ālayaṁ means like Krishna describes this material world as dukkha-ālayaṁ. Right? Then there is something called madira-ālayaṁ. Right? Then this is known as rasam ālayaṁ. Rasam ālayaṁ means the abode of rasas. The abode of rasas. Pibata bhāgavatam rasam ālayaṁ. Muhur. You know, here the word muhur means continuously. You continuously drink. Muhur aho. Rasika, bhuvi, bhāvukāḥ. Rasika, you know who is a rasika? You know, Krishna's devotees are known as rasikas. Rasika bhakta. Have you heard rasika bhaktas? So we are all known as rasikas. So we are all rasika bhaktas. Right? So Krishna's devotees are known as rasikas. And then bhuvi bhāvukāḥ. Bhāvukāḥ means thoughtful persons. So Shri Vyasadeva, he is inviting, O Krishna Bhaktas and O thoughtful persons, both of you can come and drink this nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam. Is it clear? Right? So somebody can repeat the meaning? Somebody can repeat? Nigama?
Vedas.
Nigama is? Vedas. Kalpataru means? Desire tree. So these Vedas are compared to desire tree. And then the ripened fruit of this desire tree is Srimad Bhagavatam. Where it came from? Sukadeva Gosvami. You know, who is compared to? Parrot. Śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam. So how it came? It has readily eatable without any skin or seed or any other objectionable. Once Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was dancing very beautifully with all his associates all over. So many devotees, they have assembled and they were chanting and dancing. Aiye. बच्चे आगे आ जाओ. So there was a ecstatic chanting and dancing went on for a long time, and then everybody felt hungry. Then Mahaprabhu, he planted one mango tree, and the mango tree grew instantly, and then started giving fruits. Everybody got each one mango, such a huge mango, without any seed, without any skin, and full of juice. And then they were simply drinking and swallowing the mango, and they all enjoyed it. So like that, throughout the year, it used to give mango fruits. That is called bolo? Huh? Right? Amgachi, right? Kyo? Every year you go for parikrama. Bolo kaun sa hai? Huh? Amghat. Yeah, Amghat. Yeah? Very good. And then this is pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ. Rasika, this is rasika ālayaṁ. Right? And then, so what is actually ras? Rasa means taste. Right? Rasa means taste. We all have some taste in this material world. Right? So that is why we engage with each other, and then we go to a movie because we exchange some rasa. In that we derive some rasa by watching the movie. So that is why even though we know that that movie, all the scenes are fiction, imaginary, still, we get tears. How many of you cry when you are watching a movie? Right? Why do you cry?
We got emotional.
Huh?
We got emotional.
We get emotional, right? So that is actually exchange of rasam. Right? We like that. So, people like me, we're hard-hearted, we don't get any tears. Right? Huh? Yeah? You don't cry? Huh? You don't cry?
Yes.
प्रीवियस की बात ही बोल रहा अभी So, every relationship in this material world gives us rasa. That is why we live together. We exchange. So, what kind of rasas we exchange? Sometimes, we are angry with somebody. Sometimes we laugh. Right? Sometimes we laugh. Actually, this laughter is very, very important element in our lives. So, actually, there is a laughter therapy, right? If you go to the beach or some clubs, some gardens and all, they laugh. That is actually not, I don't know how. Actually, there is many people, they say, I crack jokes in the class and all, right? How I got it, once I was reading one book in a shopper stop. There is a shop here. What is the shop? Crossword. Sometimes I used to go there and read some books. So there I read one book, by Conway. He says, he and his wife, they went to Russia to visit one nuclear power plant. So he got cancer because of exposure to nuclear elements. That huge, very, very, very highly painful, very severely suffering. He found out that his wife did not get, but he got the cancer. Then he concluded that her mental state, and because she was more joyful than him, she didn't get it. So the doctors have predicted within 6 months he will die. Then he was given very high level of painkillers and all. Then he said, then so much blood and all they were collecting. He said, I will not die. I will cure myself like that. Then he borrowed all comedy movies. Right? Comedy movies. So then he started laughing. Watching movies and laughing. Then he became cured. Then he wrote a book also based on that. Then he became a multimillionaire speaker. He was going to because it was a medical miracle. He got it. So it is this laughter is actually curative. That's why I thought let me also. In the beginning, सरदार जी जोक्स बहुत आता था मेरे को. अभी सरदार जी जोक बैंड है. Even Prabhupada also, he would crack jokes, and then he would laugh so much. He would laugh so much that Prabhupada would fall from the chair. He would cry, tears will come, like that. So why, actually Krishna is a, Lord Narayana. Have you seen Nrsimhadev joking? Huh? Can you go and joke with Narasimha? Huh? Have you seen Narayana joking? Huh? He is very, very strict upper lip. It's called stiff upper lip. Very like. So very, very. But Krishna is always joking, not smiling, joking. Once I gave a Bhagavatam class also. Various levels of Krishna smiling. Right? One of the Sundays I gave Bhagavatam class. So Krishna is always laughing. So that is also one rasa, right? So we exchange all these rasas like that. So every then Krishna is known as Akila Rasamrita Murti. He is embodiment of all rasas. So Krishna is also known as Raso Vaisaha. He is the embodiment of all rasas. So when we come in contact with Krishna, we experience this kind of rasas. Right? All them. So, and then when we come in contact with Krishna, when we experience these rasas, then we get great satisfaction in our heart. The problem in this material world, that when we exchange these rasas amongst ourselves, so we get bored. Right? We get bored. Just like, example is given, bubble gum. When you eat bubble gum, initially it is very, very sweet. Right? Very sweet. After that, munching, you get bored, and then you make a bubble, balloon type, and then it bursts, and then it becomes, stuck on the face also. Right? So, in this, our relationships without Krishna, when we exchange our rasas without Krishna, it becomes like bubble gum. It becomes very boring after some time. Right? But so these relationships fade away after some time. So that is why we become bored, like that. But with Krishna, the rasas increase day by day. More and more it becomes sweeter. Right? Like that. So that is why every day we chant the same mantra. If you come for Mangalarti, every day we sing the same tune. But in other times, we don't. We are allowed to sing other tunes also. But during Mangalarti, Prabhupada is very strict. That only morning tune. Only morning tune. If anybody would sing any other tune, Prabhupada would tell them, hey, tell him to stop. Tell him to sing morning, morning raga, like that. Right? So, but there is one devotee, Burijan Prabhu. Burijan Prabhu's wife, she was a Jagaddatri Mataji. Jagaddatri, right? Huh? So she was a film actress. Australian film actress. So she was actually commenting that she was, before that, of course, before that she was actually going by trains. Somehow or other, she came across Hare Krishnas at different railway stations. And everywhere they were doing, devotees are doing Harinam Sankirtan. And then everywhere she went and participated. Then she observed, thinking, Hare, aap log every whole day you are chanting only Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? So, they have, Ghana.com or something like that, right? They have some 30,000 songs or something like that. So they want actually every time their new song, right? Every time they want to hear a new song. But here we have only one song, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? And then every day we chant the same mantra 16 times, right? 16 rounds, 2 hours. And sometimes I know a devotee, he is chanting, all the time 64 rounds, every day he chants. So many years. I said, Hare Krishna, you don't get bored. Then he said, Prabhuji, because I like it, that's why I'm chanting. I don't get bored. Right? He's saying, I don't get bored. I tell him, I pull his leg, aur kuch naya, kuch karo na, all the time, Hare Krishna. Right? He likes it. So, one devotee I know, when he gets bored, he takes the mala and starts chanting. Can you imagine? Like that. So with Krishna, this rasa increases day by day, more and more, right? More and more. So generally, actually we want fresh news, right? Somebody comes on the TV and says, last week's news we are reading. Would you like to hear? Right? We want breaking news, right? We want breaking news, right? But what is actually news, old thing only, character's name changes. There is a corruption scandal is there. So name changes, that's all. Otherwise, same old story. Like that. So, after coming to Krishna consciousness also, why do we come, right? Why do we come to Krishna consciousness? Because why do we continue in Krishna consciousness? We develop a taste in chanting, we develop a taste in reading Bhagavatam, we develop a taste. The highest taste we got in Prasadam. Right? And then we develop a taste in doing seva, we develop taste in distributing books, we develop taste in dancing in the kirtan, we develop taste in hearing lectures, we develop taste in hearing Bhagavatam more and more. So like that we get various tastes. So a small assignment for you, right? So you can turn to each other. So how do I develop taste in Krishna consciousness? Is it clear? Bolo? How can I improve my taste in Krishna consciousness?
Regular practice.
No, you can take a note and pen and then write down and discuss. How can I improve my taste in Krishna consciousness? You don't have notebook and pen? You can do it on your own. Please bring a notebook and pen. Okay? Okay. Chalo, Purushottam, you say?
Yeah, first of all, Krishna consciousness, I usually do improve my Krishna consciousness through chanting as well as the reading Srimad Bhagavatam. And after that, we have the seva of Laddu Gopal. So, as a Bal Gopal, we used to wake him up, we used to feed, we used to sleep with the lori and all. And I can improve further. In the last lecture, you said the 4 stages: Shravan, Manan, Nidit, Vasana, and then Mandan. So, in the second stage of Manan, like you said, when you take a lecture, call someone else, and then tell him the lecture, so that you can also recall, as well as you are increasing Krishna consciousness through speaking a whole lecture to him. May or may not he improve the Krishna consciousness, but you definitely increase.
Very good. Anyone?
Association of devotees. By hearing your lecture, Prabhu, then prasadam, then we do darshan of Radharas Bihari, we do Nam Yatra, then different sevas like flower dress, nagar-saṁyutam, and sharing realization.
Anybody else?
Always being engaged in Krishna. Krishna के बारे में, Krishna से बात करना, chanting, preaching to others about Krishna consciousness, following Guru Parampara.
Very good.
By Shravanam, by chanting, and by associating with the pure devotees and listening to the pastime of Krishna from pure devotees.
Very good.
Discussing Krishna Katha.
Huh?
Discussing Krishna Kathas by devotees and following the orders of Guru Maharaj or orders of Krishna Guru. Then eating the sadhana which is offered to God.
By Krishna, decorating and doing arti, talking to Krishna.
Very good. Yeah.
उत्साह निश्चय धैर्य
Yeah.
कर्म प्रवर्तन संगत्यागात् सतो उत्साह निश्चय धैर्य कर्म प्रवर्तन संगत्यागात् सतो वृत्ते षड्वी भक्ति प्रसिद्ध्यति.
Very good. Say, what is the meaning?
See,
Utsaha.
meaning is utsaha, enthusiasm should be there. Whatever we do is devotional service, whether it is hearing, reading, any other service, whatever the service we do, we should have enthusiasm to do that. And utsaha, nishchaya, should be determination. Dharya should be braveness, fearlessness. When you go for preaching, so it should be fearless. Tattat karma pravartana is you follow the footsteps of acharyas. Then sangatyaga sato vrutte. Sangatyaga means you disassociate with non-devotee. Sato vrutte means you associate with devotees. If you do this, then shadvi bhakti prasiddhati. It will grow the spiritual tree.
Very good. Dhairya means
making jumps. One gentleman, American lawyer, told me, if you want to your daughter to get married, you must do japa. From that day onward, I am making jumps. But I am making only 2 rounds.
Kumbhakonam, yeah, that's what. Kumbhakonam and Madurai and come back. एक हफ्ते में हो जाएगा, right? So, land in Chennai, right? Land in Chennai, have darshan of Parsadi temple, and then go to Kanchipuram. So Kanchipuram is the most important place. 18 Divya Kshetras are there. 18 Divya Deshams. And then 1.5 days in Kanchipuram. And then from there go to Srirangam. Maybe 6 hours, 7 hours journey from there. And then Srirangam was the most beautiful place in the world. Right? So one day there, and then from there, 1 day in Kumbhakonam, half a day in Kumbhakonam, and then go to Madurai. I think 5-6 hours one day.
4 hours.
Kumbhakonam.
Madurai.
From Srirangam?
Srirangam to Madurai.
Yeah. So I think Madurai there will be flight also, most probably. We can come by flight or whatever, train, whatever. Is it okay?
Yes.
Huh? Temple. My favorite, Padmanabha Swami. So, I am thinking, we can make a small South India Yatra. December is the best time actually. Not very hot also. So we'll make out, I think 3 months we have to book the ticket. 3 months.
4 months before.
Huh?
4 months.
Train ticket? 4 months.
4 months.
Huh?
4 months.
But if you get the ticket, it's fine. But otherwise, flight will be difficult.
Yeah, flight won't be so expensive. Better to go by flight. Air India, they will give free tickets for us.
Yeah, we are sponsor.
Yeah, third.
So these yatras, they help us develop taste in Krishna consciousness. Huh?
Before the yatra and after the yatra, there was so much of anxiety on that day. It will come.
So Srila Prabhupada presented Krishna, as both great and sweet. As great as what? Killing demons and all that. Yeah? Sweet, performing very wonderful pastimes in Vrindavan, laughing, joking and all that. Right? And also great as, lawmaker. There are so many laws and all. Right? Then, but in Vrindavan, there are no laws. There is only love. Love. There is love. Which is better? Huh? Which is better? Huh? No, both are required. Laws are also required and also love. Like that. So only sweet means we become mental. Only great means we become hard-hearted. So that is why Prabhupada presented Krishna as both great and sweet. Like that. So just like holy name as both great and sweet. Both great as what? He destroys the sins. Holy name destroys all our sins. That is great. And then sweet, like that. So, what do you do when you are sad? So that is it reveals your character. When you are sad, what you do? So when you are sad, if you become Krishna conscious, you develop a taste in Krishna consciousness. Either you chant or read Bhagavatam. So that kind of taste we should develop. Right? Not that, when you are sad, what you should do, you should read Bhagavatam. Then it will go away. All the problems. The problems may not go away, but problem will look very small. Right? We have the greatest problem of death, In front of death, all other problems are minute. So, like that. So, there are so they are there present in the Krishna. So, so all we are enjoying in this material world is actually, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, because more and more Ashwatthama's milk. In Ashwatthama childhood, when he was going to Gurukul, he was having, they were very poverty stricken. Then one day the boys, they asked, do you drink milk? He said, what is milk? Oh, you don't know what is milk? So he came and asked his mother. Then mother said, okay, they are very pull. They are very poverty stricken. So what she did, she took a floor, some maida or something. She mixed water in that, and then she took out juice, and they said, "This is milk." So they all laughed at him. Milk nahi hai. So like that it happened. So the Ashwatthama's milk, this material world is Ashwatthama's milk only. We don't get any pleasure in drinking this. So far it is very clear. Is it clear? Understanding? So Srimad Bhagavatam is full of ripened, it is a ripened fruit. Right? So this Vedic tree is also called kalpa-taror. Kalpa-taror fulfills both spiritual and material desires. Both material and spiritual desires. So in the beginning, there are in Vedas, there are so many Puranas. Don't laugh. There are so many Puranas which details that you do this activity, you do this vrata, you will get so and so enjoyment, your desire will be fulfilled. So like that, there is so many details are there. So many details are there which give actually mundane results to all. They are all mundane. That is why Krishna rejected. Which verse? Krishna rejected these Vedas. Which verse? Traigunya Vishaya Veda? Nisraigunya Bhavarjuna Nidvando Nityathasto Diryoga Kshema Atma. So it's a gradual process. It's a gradual Sputnik. In the space, they learn to manufacture sewing machine. India. So Indians. India means we are lazy people. Right? Why? Because all the time festivals. All the time festival. Ganesh festival 10 दिन, उससे पहले जन्माष्टमी, उसके अभी नवरात्रि, गरबा, after that Diwali, after that Pongal, ऐसा through, after that Holi, then after that Chaitra Mas, Ramnami, 9 days, one upvas. Like why? Because we are meant to enjoy. Right? We are meant to enjoy actually. But unnecessarily they are making you to work hard, whole day. But actually, elephant, how much you can eat sushi in a day?
Morning 2 chapati.
Night
1 chapati.
Night
1 chapati.
Afternoon?
Afternoon 2 chapatis.
First?
Evening milk only. From the morning milk.
First? See, उसके लिए इतना हार्ड वर्क करता है. Ambani, what he eats? Have you read his interview? He eats, this Palaharka food, sabudana khichdi and all that. He is the richest man. Right? So, do you know how much an elephant eats? 40 tons. Does elephant go to any factory? Have you seen a dog working hard and going, becoming stressful? Ekta ka जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगा, right? हमारा एकता, she is a psychotherapist, counselor. If you want, anybody wants counseling, free advertisement. Right? Do any dog comes to you? Right? Why people have to go to ekta, right? Because they are unnecessarily they are made to work hard, because of hard work and stress and this Prabhupada says unnecessary things, to accumulate unnecessary things. Like there is I have a tea set, I have a sofa set, I have a multimedia set, but I am always upset. Right? So, do you know, in Japan I have experienced this. Whenever they go for shopping, they purchase all these electronic items, and then they use it for some time, and they lie in the cupboard after that. Have you experienced this? Cameras and all. So for that, you have to work hard like that. So in Kali Yuga, so what I am saying, if you read the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu requested all the devotees of Bengal to come every year. 1 month walking, 1 month going, coming and going, 2 months, and 4 months they used to stay in Jagannath Puri. 6 months they were staying in Jagannath Puri without any work. Only 6 months they are working. Only 4 months they were working actually. 4 months, that is fasal katte hai. That is only 4 months. Otherwise, right? So, but unless now these factories and they have to work very hard, morning to night, so much. So that is why people have no time to gradually go through all this process of karma-kanda, jnana-kanda, upasana-kanda and all that. So that is why we are given the fruit directly. They are given the fruit directly. So previously, people used to go to Vedic tree, go through all the process. Then after some time, so Prabhupada gave this example that for a tree, first you have to plant a tree, then you have to water the tree, you have to take care of the tree. So much, if you plant a mango tree, it will take at least 20 years, right? 20 years it will take, like that. So it is very important, so in Kali Yuga, all this is not, gradual process doesn't work. So that is why direct approach is required, which is given by Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam rejects all these other process of jnana-kanda, upasana-kanda, karma-kanda and all that. Gives direct approach, right? So that is why it takes many years for a tree to give a fruit, starting from planting the tree, etc. So it's a very long process. So that long process is cut off, and then we are given a direct, right? So in this regard, Jiva Goswami says that कितने लोग हैं? So आप सब लोग हरियाणा में जाएंगे ना? बाद में प्रसाद. किधर प्रसाद होगा? शंकर, इधर ही आ जाओ, because there will be lot of rush. 40, 30. O auspicious souls, learned in the bellows of love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, please relish in your heart the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the sweet fruit of the desire tree of the Vedas, the tree with many branches and twigs that bear all fruits, a tree that has come into the earth from the spiritual world of Vaikuntha. This is a comment from Sri. Lecture is finishing. You know about it? We started the lecture early today. You are not aware, huh? सो गया.
told me to go to Vamshi Hall to attend class there. So after that class is over, I came here.
Okay.
That's why.
So another additional point about śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam. So in this regard, Sri Sukadeva Gosvami is even though Sukadeva Goswami is compared to a parrot, but he is not parroting the lines of Vyasadeva. Right? Vyasadeva. You know why? Because even though Vyasadeva and Narad Muni, first originally Narad Muni gave Bhagavatam to Vyasadeva, and then Vyasadeva expanded. So even though Bhagavatam originally came from Narad Muni and Vyasadeva, but Vyasadeva and Narad Muni, they were sitting and hearing Sukadeva Goswami's speech, and they were relishing. That means Sukadeva Goswami is he is not simply parroting. Parrots, there is a joke also, क्या बोलते हैं? हंटर को हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? शिकारी आएगा, दाना डालेगा, क्या? जाल बिछाएगा, तुम सावधान रहो, ऐसा. फिर वो पैरट बोलता रहता है, शिकारी आएगा, जाल दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा और तुमको पकड़ेगा, सावधान रहो, बोलता रहता है. लेकिन जब शिकारी आएगा वो असली में फंस जाता है. राइट? वैसा ही so that is a very important point we should note down. Then the Srimad Bhagavatam is nectar in an easily digested form. Right? So, especially these rasa pastimes and all are very, very difficult to digest. Just like, a pure ghee. If you are given pure ghee, it is very, very difficult to digest. Right? But because this Srimad Bhagavatam is coming from Sukadeva Goswami, it became very, very digestible. Right? So that is why he gave 9 cantos Bhagavatam first to Parikshit Maharaj. When he saw that he was became eligible, then he gave 10th canto Bhagavatam, which is full of rasa pastimes. Right? Full of nectar. But Prabhupada actually gave Krishna book before he finished Bhagavatam. So, very, very easily digestible way Sukadeva Goswami gave. That is why śuka-mukhād amṛta-drava-saṁyutam. So, pibata bhāgavataṁ rasam ālayaṁ. So, the attempt to find pleasure in matter will cease for those who read Bhagavatam and relish its contents. When one watches a movie, he endeavors to taste rasa, the mellow of relationship with Krishna, without Krishna. So that is why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur refers to this mundane rasa as heavenly rasa. He writes, in heavenly rasa, there is only a relationship between enjoyer and the enjoyed, experienced in the same 4 types of relationships: dasya, sakhya, vasalya and madhurya. But one object of such rasa is improper and unworthy. But the object of such rasa is improper and unworthy. That is why Swarga rasa cannot be eternal. Once, Krishna and Rukmini, they were sitting, and then Krishna started smiling. So Rukmini Devi, how the wives, husband is smiling, that means, they have got a doubt. So Rukmini Devi got a doubt. Said, why are you smiling? I say smile. No. I say smiling करने वाले को पागल बोलते हैं. So you tell, why you are smiling? अरे ऐसे ही है. और सब्जी में नमक कम हो गया था क्या? और मेरा शुगर ठीक नहीं था क्या? Like that, she was asking, अरे ऐसे ही मैं smiling कर रहा. No, you tell. See, then he showed some scene in the earthly planet. These brahmanas, we do, not we do, that sechan, before eating, we put water around there. Garmilgar, chapati? You do it?
Yeah.
Huh? You know that mantra?
No, I don't know.
See, we do that, water, and then we say some mantra. Only 2 times, has to be done, because we are supposed to eat only 2 times.
Simply I am putting water.
Yeah. Why putting that water? At least it helps. Ants will not come.
Only I am saying the name of God, but not that mantra.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, tell.
When you put that, you say in Marathi, "Vadani kavara deta, nama kya Shri Hari se, sahasavan hote, nama ge bhāvukāḥ se, जीवन करी जीवित्वा, अन्न है पूर्ण ब्रह्म, उधर वर्ण नोहे, जानी से यज्ञ कर्म."
Wow.
Which hand is?
Yeah. So Krishna was smiling and said, see, this fellow, he did not say mantra, but he put water. So in that water, once cheetah got stuck. And that cheetah is struggling to come out of that water. So that cheetah, previous life, some time back, he was an Indra. इतना घमंड था उसको, now he is unable to get out of a small puddle of water. So that's why I am smiling. That is actually Swarga Rasa for you. Right? So that is why we should never aspire to become a Indra or anything. Just check, Harinam is getting ready. We can extend some class, right? Some more points are there.
Yes.
Huh? Just check. So we can enjoy rasa directly with Krishna by reading the Srimad Bhagavatam. Because there is no, I told, there is no difference between Krishna and Srimad Bhagavatam. So if you are reading Bhagavatam, that means you can actually directly enjoy with Krishna. Like that. So that is why even liberated souls are attracted to studying Srimad Bhagavatam. So these rasikas and thoughtful persons, both actually can relish. Aho here indicates Srimad Bhagavatam enables one to attain what is otherwise unattainable. Aho, muhur aho. So muhur aho, in that Jiva Goswami says, aho represents something which is unattainable can be attainable easily by reading Bhagavatam. Like? So that is, otherwise, for people like us who are attracted to adharma, how many of you are free from adharma, previous coming to Krishna consciousness? Adharma means what? Sinful activities. How many of us are free from sinful activities? Right? We are all, each one of us, a sample of Jagai Madai. Right? Huh? Jagai Madai. Huh? Descendants of Jagai Madai. And then we are all incarnation of Ramachandra Puri. You know who is Ramachandra Puri? Huh? Huh? Ramachandra Puri is the one who was even criticizing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He would invite the devotees, feed them prasad. He would tell them, aur khao, aur khao, aur khao. Then the other devotees say, अरे इतना प्यार से खिला रहे इसलिए खा लेगा. मुझे देखो, मैंने सुना महाप्रभु का डिवोटीज बहुत खाते हैं, अभी मैं आंखों से देख रहा हूँ. He would criticize Mahaprabhu, you are a sannyasi, you are eating so much. Like that. So we should not, we are all in Ramchandra Puri incarnation, all the time criticizing. But just can you imagine, imagine all the sages who are sitting in Bhagavatam class, in the Sukadeva Goswami's Bhagavatam class, and then later on Sudha Goswami's Bhagavatam class. And then imagine all of us sitting, imagine a person like me sitting in here, giving Bhagavatam class. And then imagine, people sitting, all of you sitting in Bhagavatam class. Right? So, unheard of. We can't even think, of such a good fortune. But because Prabhupada gave this Bhagavatam for us, we are actually directly, relishing Bhagavatam. And then there are many devotees who have even got darshan of Sri Krishna in their dreams. And, right? How many of you got Krishna in your dream? Tell what dream you have got.
2 days ago, there was a dream. Actually, I was staying in Vrindavan since January of this year. So I just came a few days ago. You must have seen me before lockdown and after lockdown, some days back. But then this entire year I was over there. So all the festivals I celebrated in Radha Shyam Sundar Mandir. And then after coming back here, then I'm feeling what I am missing now, what I have lost, what I have felt. I'm feeling that lot of separation. So all that now results in that dream.
Very good.
Like
See,
that. All that feeling.
What dream you have got?
That dream comes then.
Huh? Anybody else? Anybody else got dream? Krishna came in dream? Huh? Come on, you don't get to see, huh? Sushil, you got a dream?
Yeah, in the past, not now.
Yeah.
That is why I came here.
Very good.
Because of it, that's only it will be possible for me and my wife to join in.
Very good.
And, I'm seeing the dreams that when the Sunday is coming, I'm attending here. Coming here. That is what I'm seeing the dream. Because other days it is not possible.
There is one film actress, I forgot. She is married to one Switzerland fellow. Swiss fellow.
Shriya Sharan?
Huh?
Shriya Sharan?
Right. Huh? Anyway, she came one day to my office saying that when she was in Mauritius, she got a dream Krishna came in a dream and told her to chant Hare Krishna.
Today all the Bollywood people come Mandapam.
अच्छा कोई मर गया
Comedian शोक सभा.
अच्छा anyway I know Ekta, she may remember first time when we did flower dress, you remember? Huh? Meera Mataji and you are involved, right? First time we did only for her Radha Ras Bihari Lalita Vishaka. You remember? Huh? So only two of them. And then one or two Matajis, we had no idea, how a flower dress is done. You remember? Yeah. So, we did only for Radha Raspiyari Lalita Vishaka. Usually I don't miss Mangalarti. One day I was sleeping. I was supposed to sing also that day, but I was sleeping. But I did not regret missing Mangalarti because I got a beautiful dream where I saw Krishna, Radha Krishna, Rasbihari, Lalita Vishaka, Sita Rama Lakshmana, Gaudita, Everybody dressed in flower dress. And then Radha Raspberry asked, why you are not putting for Sitaram and Galitaṁ? Then I said, let us do it, Mataji. I told Meena Mataji and Ekta that let us do whole for all the deities. They said, Prabhuji, it's not possible, it's not possible. No, it's possible, we'll do it. Then we announced in the meeting, in the temple hall, we want volunteers for stitching flowers and all. Then we did on our own. That time Manisha was not involved actually. So like that, then we took a risk and then we did. That is the result of me getting a dream saying that Krishna. Actually, Prabhupada says whatever, when we get dreams, that is real actually. Otherwise dreams are unreal. But when a spiritual master comes and gives instruction, or Krishna comes and gives instruction in the dream, that is real. That is real. Otherwise, of course, how can, otherwise karmis and all, they can't even imagine Krishna coming in dream and saying something, right? Like that. So, we have I will finish in 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes. So, in this regard, so we are getting direct experience of Krishna by reading Bhagavatam. That's what I am saying. If you are reading Bhagavatam means you are directly experiencing with Krishna. That is rasa. You are exchanging rasa, like that. So, in this regard, Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, very beautiful commentary he wrote. I will give a gist of what he wrote. Right? So Srimad Bhagavatam means it belongs to Bhagavan. Bhagavatam. It belongs to Bhagavan. So galitaṁ means it falls down on its own accord. That's why it is full of sweetness. It is not, usually mangoes, they cut mangoes and they put it. But actually, the Bhagavatam, it is ripened on the tree itself and it falls down. So, in this regard, he comments very beautiful commentary. He says that in order to get Krishna Prema, you will not get on the tree of Vedas because the fruit is no longer available on the tree. It has fallen down. That means, if you go through Vedas, you will not get Krishna Prema. Because it is fallen down. It is fallen down. So, very beautiful commentary. Then also, he gives he says this Bhagavatam fruit is fallen from the tree, but it is not broken. If you see the ripened fruit falls, it breaks, but it is not broken because it is given from one branch to another. It came down from one branch to another branch. Narad Muni, Brahmadev, Narad Muni, Vyasadev, Sukadeva Gosvami, like that. So he says, without parampara we cannot understand Bhagavatam because that's how we have to understand. Right? So that is why it did not lose its sweetness also. Because without that we cannot enjoy. So devoid of skin, seed and other objectionable parts. So here in that verse, pibata Bhagavatam rasam ālayaṁ. Layam means 5 kinds of mukti. Who can tell all the 5 kinds of mukti? Bolo Anil. 5 kinds of mukti. Samipya. Salokya, Sayujya, Samipya हो गया, Srasti, then Salokya हो गया, Sarupya. You tell?
Srasti.
Srasti means?
last one is about
Same opulence.
same as Krishna's opulence, and Sarupya means same as Krishna's Rupa.
No, Samipya. Samipya
Near
means
to
near
Krishna.
Yeah.
Samipya. Sarupya means Krishna's
Same.
Rupa.
Yeah.
And then Sayujya
Sayujya.
means you merge with Krishna.
Yeah.
And then Salukya, Krishna's logo.
Yeah. You should say Narayana's logo. Krishna's not Krishna, right? So all of you know all kinds of 5 muktis. Huh? Everybody knows? These girls, you know? There are 5 kinds of muktis. Right? So that is called ālayaṁ. Ālayaṁ means merging. Like so, these 5 kinds of muktis, ālayaṁ, pibata bhāgavataṁ, rasam, right? Rasam. In this regard, Krishna Chaitanya comments. No, samipya means near to Krishna. There are many devotees like Lakshmi and all, they are very near to Krishna. Salukya means in the same planet, trees and all. Salukya. And then Srasti means same opulence like Krishna. And then Sarupya means same form as Krishna, like Jaya Vijay and all, they have same form of Krishna, Narayana. And then Sayujya means mixing with Brahman, so that we don't accept so much. So Vishwanath Thakur says, ālayaṁ. Ālayaṁ means above layam. That means by reading Bhagavatam, you get a mukti which is above layam, which is above these 5 muktis. That is Krishna Prema. Right? That is Krishna Prema. Another meaning he says that one should study Bhagavatam, still one attains 8th state. You know, like there are bhava, there are, what is that? Shraddha, Ado Shraddha, Bhajan Kriya, Bhava and Prema. So till the time you get Prema, you should study Bhagavatam. Right? So muhur means continuously. That is, you cannot stop drinking even after reaching Golok Vrindavan. Bhāvukāḥ means persons who appreciate Krishna, who is rasa personified. So Krishna is rasa because ripened fruit falls down from the tree. So Krishna Prema cannot be found in the Vedas but in the mouth of Sukadeva Gosvami. Bhuvi indicates Vrajabhumi and bhāvukāḥ and rasikā indicates gopis. So relish rasa up to the point of embracing Krishna. Right? Is it clear? Or it's too long class? So now we will do a small exercise. What is the practical application of this class? We can note it down. I think everybody can share. 2-3 minutes time we have. There is no right or correct answer, no wrong answer. You just realize how will you apply this verse, this class contents in your life. What is the practical application? Somebody is watching?
Yes. 15 minutes. 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes it will take to gather.
Please note it down. Who can share first? Yeah.
I'll read Bhagavatam when I'm feeling low and when I'm in some kind of a trouble.
Okay, very good. Anyone else? Yeah?
Like you said, it is the, if you have reached to the 8th stage, then reading Bhagavatam regularly will be worth. So I think it's a shortcut because as you said earlier, it's even if you go through Vedas, it's a fallen writing. So you don't get because it's already fallen. So it's better that we read it regularly, take the time of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever is available, and read it regularly so we get, so it's a very easy process.
Very good. Yeah?
It is nigama-kalpa-taror. That means it fulfills all the material and spiritual understanding. No need of reading any other books.
Ah, very good.
It is only most interesting person. So that is why we must read.
Very good.
Then it is a direct access for Krishna bread, and no need of reading even other books, including Vedas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Bhagavatam from the pure devotees.
Ah.
Who are really in split succession.
Not clear.
Yeah, only from pure devotees.
Ah.
Who are learned from the discipline. We should hear them.
Okay, yeah. Ladies? Yeah.
In this material world, what all happiness we are getting, it's without Krishna. So I'll start implementing my all activities for Krishna. I'll make Krishna is the center and I'll do my all activities.
Very good. What's your name?
Isha.
Small girl, huh? Oh, what's she studying?
I'm currently doing job at KFC.
Yes. Very good. See? See, young girls, you know? Yeah. Anyone else?
Yes, Holy name destroys all our sins, so we should chant as much as we can.
Very good.
Coming for this class every Sunday, that is something which we all should do. So then automatically everything which we have all said will totally fall into place, right?
Yeah.
Just coming to Radharashtra Bihari temple every Sunday and attending Prabhuji's class and reading Bhagavatam. My one example, I can give one small example, that whenever my mom was taking to somebody's house, I used to start reading something or the other because I was not very interested in all these people's talks. So once I took one book and then my mom said, now you're not going to sit and read this. I said, no mom, I'm just reading it. I know I've got Srimad Bhagavatam and that is what I need. And I don't want to read anything else. But just for time pass I'm reading. I'm not going to sit and read it now. So I kept it back because what we've got in Srimad Bhagavatam is really the big thing, the crown. You know, it's the crown of the king. So it's the Granth-raj. So of all the Raj, it's like the Granth-raj. And this thing, this sweet nectar which you have got, you should keep it now with us always. And like we have to be humble and tolerant and remember Krishna in all our activities and utter the name of the Lord at the time of death, whatever. This will be the application.
Very nice. Anyone else?
One basic rule that you always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna.
Yeah, continuous associations with the devotees as well as the reading Srimad Bhagavatam. As in this Kali, Srimad Bhagavatam is the only process through which we can directly get the fruit which has fallen from the tree. And through all the lengthy process through the process and as narrated in the Vedic, we cannot get the fruit as it has already been fallen through branches and branches with the Guru.
Right. So next week we will do now these 3 verses, prelude. So next week onwards we will cover more verses, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. So that otherwise we will never be able to finish. See, I will not be able to describe each and every verse so in detail because these 3 verses are in it. So there will be a small quiz next week. So go through your notes and come. Right? Small quiz. Oral only, but after the finish of the first chapter, we will have a written exam. Okay? But there is no detailed essay writing and all, but quiz only. Multiple answers. Dash, fill in the blanks and all. Right? But next week it's only oral quiz. Right? So go through your notes and come. I will ask some questions. Okay? Thank you very much. Go for Harinam. Very important. So we have whatever, when we chant Hare Krishna loudly, the insects